Black Eye Perspective.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Some of the stuff that's going on around the world today, you just cannot make up. And one of the things that I want to show you is something I just got through reading, and I want to tell you I hollered. I literally hollered. I hollered because it was absolutely funny. Look at this grown man with this dog. This is the governor. The governor tells Bette Midler to kiss his dog's behind and shows it. America has lost it. You cannot make this stuff up. No matter how hard I tried, I could not make these things up myself. So it goes on to say that Charleston, West Virginia's Governor Jim Justice has messaged for singer Bette Midler, who called West Virginians poor, illiterate, and strung out in a tweet after Senator Joe Manchin refused to support President Joe Biden's Build Back Better Act. The 70-year-old Republican governor ended his televised State of the State address Thursday by lifting up his English bulldog and flashing its rear end to the camera and the crowd. He says, quote, "Baby dog tells Bette Midler and all those out there to kiss her hiney," the justice said, grinning as people applauded and gave him a standing ovation. Justice had spent more than an hour touting the state's accomplishments, including two recently announced economic development projects. He says, quote, "Absolutely too many people doubted us. They never believed in West Virginia. They told every bad joke in the world about us." Close quote. The crowd in the House of Delegates, including lawmakers, state Supreme Court justices, agencies, heads, as well as members of the high school girls basketball team's justice coaches, were sitting in the gallery. Midler shot back in a tweet with a ranking of the state's form of unnamed source, showing West Virginia's near the bottom in health care, education, and economy. Said Midler, "The dog's hiney would make a better governor." Though she used stronger words than that. Not everyone was amused by Justice. In a tweet, West Virginia Democrat Sean Fluttery called the governor's move embarrassing and beneath the office. He says, it's in a tweet, quote, "At WVG governor brought his baby bulldog and pony to show the state of the state and pulled this stunt as some bold statement. It was nothing short of embarrassing and beneath the office," close quote. He said Jim Justice, habitually lowered the bar of our state. "They don't laugh with us, but at us," he says. Manchin, a Democrat, effectively tanked his party's signature $2 trillion domestic policy initiative. Manchin, a Democrat, effectively tanked his party's signature $2 trillion, gee willikers, domestic policy initiative that would have poured billions of dollars into child care, health care, and other services. What hashtag Joe Manchin, who represents a population smaller than Brooklyn, has done to the rest of America, who wants to move forward, not backward, like his state, is horrible, Midler said in a tweet. Quote, "He sold us out. He wants all of us to be just like his state, West Virginia, poor, illiterate, and strung out." Close quote. After receiving backlash, Midler apologized. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is go off, say something crazy. Just go off. Say all the crazy stuff. Pretend like you got Tourette's for 5 minutes. Just go off. And then you can come back like she did. After receiving backlash, Midler apologized to the good people of West Virginia for her outburst. I told you, Tourette's syndrome. In a follow-up tweet the next day. So what she did is she said, "Let that sit right there." She didn't come back that same day when she said it. She said it, and then she said, "Let that sit right there." And she came back the next day. The Associated Press sent an email to Midler's publicist Friday requesting a comment. And I'm almost sure she did not do it, but she let that sit right there. I'm sorry, y'all. But some things you just cannot make up. Whoo! Rachel Van Zyl, you can't make it up. I'm telling you, Marty Lauderdale, you can't make it up. A. Howell, you can't make it up. The two black female top nominees have something in common with Kamala. Look at their husbands. Is that a new prerequisite? It's a sad state of affairs when you can use racism to put somebody in office, and that's exactly what that is. I don't care how you slice that. It doesn't matter to me what color the person is that you put in office, but how about choosing somebody who's qualified? And your color should not be one of them. America is such a funny place to me. I mean, it's okay for us to say, oh, yeah, let's just put somebody in there because they're black. Quick, quick, hurry it up. Hurry it up. Put them in there. Hurry up fast. She's great. Did you see the way she wiped that dining room table off there at the IHOP? Oh, she was exceptional. She's definitely Supreme Court material. Put her in. I don't care. Put her in. But she doesn't have a law degree. Who cares? Put her in. We'll tell her what to say. That's a shame. People of America should be outraged. I don't care. We don't need that kind of help. Who needs that kind of heat? Nobody needs that kind of heat. Get it off us. Take the heat off of us. Two black females are the top nominees, and they have something in common with camel toe. And look at their husbands. Is that a new prerequisite? Their husbands just so happen to be not. Well, I honestly think that it's just a travesty that we would even have to have the mindset to say, okay, well, because somebody because somebody is black and it's a woman, put them in. Basically, what does that say? That says that you're going to have some puppeteering going on. Speaking of puppeteering, did anybody hear about, you guys, I'm sorry. I have to have a release of laughter this evening because, well, if I don't, my head will just pop off my shoulders with some of the stuff that I'm seeing. Did anybody see what this man said about President Joe Biden? Mr. Tesla himself, Elon Musk, and I quote, said that the president was like a wet sock puppet in human form. Please tell me somebody heard that. Please tell me somebody heard that. Please. That's a shame. That is hilarious. I could not believe this man called the president that. Let me see, can I find that? Let me see, can I find it? And the way I found this other story, which is the reason why so many people are lost, is because after I was closing out all of my apps over on the other side, getting ready to close the computer down, I happened upon Facebook as I was closing it, and I noticed that there was a whole news page on Facebook. Excuse me. And as I began to look at it, I said, yo, wait a minute. If this is where people's getting their if this is where they get their news from, Lord have mercy, help them. Excuse me. And one of the stories that I saw that really did have me cracking up laughing. There are two stories. I'm going to show you the first one, and then I'm going to show you the second one. Because I could not believe this. I said, are you kidding me? Elon Musk. Here it is right here. Let me show you this story. You guys may already know it, but I found it hilarious. And I found it hilarious because, well, this is what the people do. This is what they do. I wonder if this is going to go here. I wonder if it's going to go here. Let's see. Because I'm on the other side, completely, a totally different side. Yeah. Let's see. There it is. Do you see this? Do you see this? It says, Elon Musk called Biden a damp sock puppet in human form after the president highlighted the electronic vehicle production by GM and Ford, but not Tesla. Well, it could be because your stuff was blowing up all over the city. It could be because y'all stuff was popping up all over the city. You take the stuff out there to Los Angeles and get a little camera, one of the cameras that monitor the roads. Hey, Pams, S with ham. Hey. You get one of those cameras that sort of monitor to make sure that people don't run the red light. Well, unfortunately, Mr. Musk, if that's any indication of what you plan on doing to people's brains with Neuralink, I suggest you step back. because because when I tell you those cameras at the stop sign and the stop lights picked up an eyeful. People were jumping out the cars quicker than a living catfish out the grease. They was jumping up out them cars. Them cars was boom, just sitting on fire, just boom. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not into any of you guys. None of you rich people's arguments. I don't have any of you rich people problems. But that's probably the reason why they didn't mention it. Nonetheless, I think it's also because of the fact that you do speak out a lot more than others. And that, whether or not you speaking out is planned speaking out or it's actually really truly honestly how you feel. I got to tell you, Elon Musk, you need to take your bus and put it on the road, my friend, because that right there was funny. Elon Musk called Biden a damp with a P sock puppet in human form. Child, these rich people be going at each other's throats, and I cannot tell you how funny I find it. When I see these rich folks going at each other's throats, this stuff is hilarious. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. He done went from spaceships to putting stuff in your brain to calling the president a damp sock puppet in human form. Where did he get that? Elon Musk tweeted at Biden for praising electronic vehicle production by GM and Ford, but not Tesla. Musk called Biden a damp sock puppet in human form in a comment on a video of Biden with GM's CEO. Musk said prior that GM had room for improvement if it wanted to beat Tesla in the electronic vehicle sales by 2025. Well, here's the thing, Muskie. I want to know, Muskie. Let me ask you a question, Muskie. Now, Muskie, I can't call you Muskie, right? Now, Muskie, are you gonna, you can get a Ford at the drop of a hat. A Ford don't cost you much money, baby. But a Tesla, on the other hand, a regular person, just regular folk ain't walking around, able to drop all that money on a car, an electric vehicle. Now, the reason why the folks that, sat at the stoplight and went boom up in the air and the camera caught it really didn't affect them because most of them was rich. So you got to understand, Muskie, that the issue probably is the fact that Ford and GM, people rolling around in them all day long. You get one, you drive it for 2 years, you know that once you start to receive the come trade it in letter from the company that you purchased it from, that it's about time. It only gets you on the road 2 years. It's not like this is a Honda, an Acura. You know what I'm saying, Muskie? So the issue probably is the fact that they know can't nobody afford no Tesla. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I mean, that could be. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not perfect, but I have seen those repeats of the videos and the, internal fire. I've seen that. And luckily, like I said, people have gotten out and rolled out. Others not so lucky. But I don't know why you're mad, but let's just go ahead and let's let's fiddle faddle with the story, shall we? Now, the reason why I said I feel so bad for the people who get their news from this particular thing, this Facebook thing, is because it looks like everything that is, I don't know. I have to vet these stories. If I were to say, I'm going to say as I read this, it is allegedly, okay, because I would normally have to vet the story at least by 2 other sources before I read it, okay, no matter how corny it sounds or looks. Anyway, it says Elon Musk took a swipe. Okay, we're going to call him Muskie. Let's not use the Elon. Let's not be so formal. I consider him a friend. Muskie took a swipe at President Joe Biden on Thursday after Biden left Tesla out of a discussion about domestic electric vehicle production. Quote, I meant it when I said that the future was going to be right here in America. Companies like GM and Ford is building in the building of the more electric vehicles here at home more than ever before. Biden tweeted. Who tweeted for Biden? Who? Now y'all knock it off. Y'all knock it off. Biden tweeted on Wednesday. What did he do? I move this Geritol bottle. Move the Geritol bottle. Move the Geritol bottle. Where's the house phone? I want to tweet somebody. I want to tweet somebody. Where's the? Show them under the pressure. Okay, so anyway, it goes on to say that Biden tweeted on Wednesday. The tweet included a video of him speaking with Mary Barra, the chair and CEO of General Motors, who discussed the company's $7 billion investment into manufacturing electric vehicles and battery cells in Michigan. See, that's the problem, Muskie. $7 billion, that's what, 4 of your vehicles? So they pretty much can't afford to take all that money and just put it on 4 cars. So they figure, hey, you know what? We'll just put a whole bunch of, battery operated electric cars, divvy it up a little. Put those out there and put them on the road. Muskie's first comment on the post was, starts with a T and ends with an A. ESL in the middle. That's what he said. So let's see. Can we pull that up? Is it going to let us see that? Let's see. Is it going to let us see that? And can you see that? Well, I don't know. But I got to go back over on the other side and let me see. Yeah, you can see it because I see it just went over there. Okay. So it says, let's see here. Starts with, replying at President of the United States. He really went there. Starts with a T, ends with an A, ESL in the middle. Can you say thirsty, Muskie? Muskie, are you thirsty much? You rich, man. You need to focus all of your time. You really do need to stop tripping with this man right here. Unless, of course, you plan on him being the first recipient of your Neuralink. Leave this man right here alone because you don't have a lot of time to put all of your problems out there dealing with the president. Leave the president alone, Muskie. Leave it alone. Okay? Okay? All right, leave it alone. Leave the man alone. Leave the man alone, Muskie. I mean, sometimes when I see the banter between the rich, it just cracks me up because these are the things that keep them up at night. These are the things that really, truly, and honestly bugs them. Mars Go said, Electric Elon, the dog-faced pony soldier. Ooh, that's funny. That's funny. It's just sad. I'm sorry. You guys probably think, oh, Felicia, how terrible. You shouldn't laugh at such things. Well, I'm sorry. That was funny. Anytime you get somebody as rich as him sitting up talking about the president, look like he is a damp sock puppet in human form, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. Muskie knows that Uncle Joe is, here we go. Muskie knows that Uncle Joe is a stand-in. Hey, Hal, you a mess with that one. But I mean, come on, you guys. It's just really amazing. It's like when we used to see stuff like this, I would say maybe 4 years ago when we would see somebody like this say something, we'd go, oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's awful. But now we know and we understand that this is, this stuff is so contrived. It's like, you'll be mad at him today, Muskie, but tomorrow if he puts your name on the list to receive the money, you're going to be happy. Well, if you can't laugh, smash something. Okay, here's what I was wondering. Marty Lauderdale. Okay. I'm sorry. He said he loved that Fifi laugh. Creepy Uncle Burns. You know what? Help me, Smithers. Oh, wow. Help me, Smithers. It's like, okay. So we see But there was another story that was on the other side that just had me rolling. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm telling y'all. We got to laugh at this stuff because it's like you gotta be kidding me. I mean, you guys are not really seriously. See what it is we're now becoming. We are now able to see. We're now able to see what it is they really argue about. Okay, that's what we're able to see. We're able to see now what it is they really argue about. But see, this a few years ago would never have been put in front of us. We would have never seen this. This would have been said at somebody's, barbecue, backyard barbecue, or maybe they would have said it somewhere like at the country club, you know. That's probably what they would have done. You know what I'm going to tell you about, and this is Muskie. I'm going to tell you that Biden, he really is a damn sock puppet in human form. No, really, seriously. I can imagine him with his piece of cheese in his hand and a glass of wine in the other. Really, seriously. No, I mean, this Biden, he's really, seriously, he didn't mention me at all. And I'm the one who made those cars, although some of them exploded. He didn't mention my name at all. I really think he's a damp sock puppet in human form. I really do. And none of us folks down here would have known nothing about it. I'm trying to tell y'all. We would have known nothing about it. Not one thing. Okay? Not one thing. We wouldn't have known anything. Okay? Elizabeth Warren said counseling $50,000 in student debt would give 36 million borrowers permanent total relief. Do you see what they're doing? Just throwing all kinds of stuff. And the mutant Omicron, feared to be the most contagious variant yet. All the people that come over here to read this stuff on Facebook, this is what you get. Wow. Okay. The Supreme Court's new death penalty should make your skin crawl. Okay. All right. Okay. So the court writes law now. The court writes law now? The court writes law. Okay. Got it. And then they'll come back in 3 days. We need to apologize. We made an error. The court doesn't make law. Congress writes law. And we just uphold them and make sure that they are in line with the Constitution. We're sorry. I can just imagine what's going to happen if they do pick anybody. And I'm going to go there. I am going there right now. So you can't pull me off the you can't pull me off the ladder. You can't pull me off the trip. You can't pull me off of the top of the house. I'm going up. I'm going up the ladder. I'm going to the top of the house. Girl, I told you when I graduated from that online law school that I was going to become something. And girl, I done got an invitation to become the Supreme Court Justice. I done got an invitation, girl. I done told my mama and them I was coming up. And I done told y'all messing with the right one today. I am going to be a new Supreme Court Justice. Goodbye, EBT. Goodbye, Eat Better Tomorrow card. And hello, Supreme Court. Here I come. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to laugh at it. I'm going to joke at it. I'm going to poke at it. I'm going to say everything about it. Because to me, this is exactly what you're doing. You are giving us this whole Supreme Court thing like, here, take it. Here, take it. No. Don't take it. Biden, keep it. We don't want it. If a person doesn't earn the right to become the Supreme Court Justice, and if a person does not earn the right to sell the types of vehicles that they have earned the right to sell, whether it be, GM, whether it be Ford, whether it be Tesla, whoever it is, all of this stuff, the president's hands, his little bitty grubby hands, are just involved in too much of it. We see their opinion about stuff far too much. I'm not saying any of the previous presidents were any better. But I mean, you'd probably have to go back several years and then you'd probably have to go back several years and then run forward a couple just to prevent us from getting in touch with the ones who really were bad cats. But the issue is the only reason why we can see any of this stuff is because of social media. If we didn't have any of it, all of these rich people would be saying everything that they're saying, and I lump every one of them together. Don't forget, I honestly, truly feel like when you look at President Biden, if that's his real name. When we look at this cat, We already know that there's a lot of stuff that he was involved in prior to getting in. And really, he's just sitting there. All I know is somebody promised me Geritol and 2 biscuits. I want my Geritol and I want my 2 biscuits. Okay. And then we have the man that I really did rally for to get him in that is no longer in. And see, now that I don't vote for anybody, I can take pot shots at everybody, which I was pretty much doing then too. But now we've got him running around trying to get everybody to, rally behind him being the creator and the founder and the first one to push the stuff that we're dealing with right now. And to be honest with you, if there's anybody that's still holding on to him because they think he might be the quote unquote lesser of the 2 evils and the better by far, please go drop down to your knees and get it together. Because the truth about the matter is hey, he's telling you what he did, just like he told the snake story at least twice, probably 3 times, but definitely twice while he was in office. And he was telling everybody what it was that he was. And he never, ever, ever, he never backed out of it and never gave you the end of the story. He gave you what the story said. But then after that, that was it. He didn't tell you anything else. He told you the end of the story, but he didn't tell you the relevance as to what it meant to him. It's just like you get up, and start telling a rhyme. You know what I mean? You just, Ricky Ticky Timble. No sirimba. And lock her up. And nobody understands what the end of the whole, you were like, wait a minute, you was going somewhere. Well, huh? So just like S. Woodham just said, the world is a stage. And so therefore right now, if I do not laugh at this, I will most assuredly cry about it. So here is the next story that I wanted to show you because I found that it was quite unique. Let me scroll on down to the bottom. This one right here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is the one. This one right here will take me out of the room and I will go on, let you guys go back and do what y'all was doing. And then I will be off because this is why I really got on, because I couldn't believe this. This had me cracking up. This truly and honestly had me cracking up. I said, okay, I see you now. I see you. Look at this. So the UK's president told Biden to calm down. Calm down. Calm down what you're doing. Leave us alone. You're making everybody nervous. Do you see that? Ukraine's president told Biden to calm down Russian invasion on the Russian invasion warnings. And he said that he was creating an unwanted panic report. Now, wait a minute. You guys really seriously, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at it. What is this telling you? This is telling you that they didn't get the memo that Biden got, or that the handlers of the one with the white hair, right here, said to the one with the black hair, you know what, we tired of him. He done crossed the line. And not only has he crossed the line, we're done with him. So go ahead on and expose that. Are you kidding me? You want me to say all the truth? You want me to tell everything? Yes, tell. Okay, no problem. I'll do it. Are you sure? Yes, we're sure. Go ahead. So 17 hours. This paper reported that the Ukrainian president told Biden to calm down Russian invasion warnings, saying that he was creating unwanted panic. Basically, we ain't got no problem. What is the problem with you? We cool over here. Biden and Zelensky spoke by phone on Thursday about the threat of the Russia invading Ukraine. Biden told Zelensky that Russia may invade in February, the White House said. And Zelensky told Biden, hey, yo, you need to tone it down. Tone down your predictions as they're creating panic over here in my backyard and my people are tripping. So you need to carry all of that back to the U.S. Don't you got a Mexico U.S. border to protect? Why are you over here bugging us? What you doing all the way across that water? What are you doing all the way over here? Get over there. Go where you belong. Now it goes on to say that the Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky told the President Joe Biden to calm down the messaging about the threat of a Russian invasion because it was stirring in a panic. Biden and Zelensky spoke on by telephone on Thursday amid rising tensions between Russia, which is amassing tens of thousands of troops at the Ukrainian border, Ukraine, U.S., and NATO. Biden told Zelensky on Thursday that a Russian invasion could happen as soon as February. Now, how do we know that? This is a Friday night. I don't drink no more. I don't party no more. I don't do anything. So I am going to laugh. And I've got to say this. This is a joke. Yes, it really is. How do we know? How do we know that Biden read the right memo? Maybe he thought it was Ukraine and they meant, you idiot, we're trying to tell you that if you don't shape up quickly, this is going to happen to the U.S. Oh, really? I thought this was about Ukraine. That's really dark. I'm sorry. That's dark. Biden told Zelensky on Thursday that a Russian invasion could happen as soon as February. I'm telling you, my intel is true. When the ground freezes over, tweeted Emily Horn, the White House National Security Council spokesperson. However, Zelensky told Biden in the call that the Ukraine did not agree with the U.S. assessment and that it was bringing panic. Shh, you're bringing panic, man. That could later bring economic hardship to the Ukraine. Knock it off. I got to feed these people. Zelensky also told Biden to calm down the messaging. The White House did not immediately respond to the company insider who wrote this for their comment. The White House readout of Biden's call did not mention Zelensky's reported concern. The official told, guess who? The CNN. That the call did not go well, and the White House told the network that characterization was false and anonymous sources were leaking falsehoods. It's always the anonymous sources that'll get you, buddy. The White House has also disputed a claim by Alexander Marquette, CNN's national security correspondent. Oh boy, it just gets better. And this is the news that these people get. That's my point. This is the news they get. This is so sad. This is so sad. Because what if all of this stuff was just something that somebody had to put out a story by the end of the day, or they couldn't go home, and they just crafted this and stuck it all together? A bunch of allegedly stuff. What if all of this was a bunch of allegedly stuff, and somebody just wanted to go home on Friday a little bit earlier, and their boss told them, you give me the story and let's publish it before 5 o'clock and you get to go home? Okay, not a problem. Okay, just a few unnamed sources on the point of anonymity. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Hey, I believe that. That sounds believable to me. Well, I'm off to ski. I turn the paper in. I'm done. I'm done for the day. Okay? All right? So, I don't know, you guys. I just thought that was funny. I know some people are probably saying, Felicia, bad girl. But hey, like I said, if I do not laugh about these people's stuff, I do not know what else I could do. I really don't. Because I tell you, this stuff is hilarious. The stuff that they say to one another, how Biden is always, hurry up, you better watch out. How do you know? You guys know because this is what they're telling you to say, and that's the sad part. And, I don't know. Maybe something will happen. Who knows? None of us truly know. We don't know. The only thing that we have surety of is that we live by Yah and his word, that he will keep us covered. And if we keep his Sabbaths, he will keep us covered. If we continue to treat each other good, he will keep us covered. If we continue to walk in his statutes, his laws, his commandment, he will take care of us and he will keep us covered. Because if you look at if you look at this clown college, if you look at this circus, can you imagine why I always say that this place that we are in is a specific kingdom and we are not of that kingdom? If that does not tell us right there That this is the reason why we don't dibble dabble in these folks' business. Let these folks keep their business going. I don't know what does. I don't know what is. This is their stuff. Okay? Marty said the governor with the dog. Can you believe? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Can you ever imagine Yahweh Shah cutting up like that? Our kingdom ain't this kingdom. Let it go. We got to laugh at this stuff, you guys. We got to laugh at him. We got to continue to worship Yahweh. That's it. That is it. That is all. That is it, and that is all. Who brings their dog to business? Who? Do you see what I'm saying? These people are losing their mind. They're going mad. They're disintegrating right in front of us. The word is being played out right in front of us. You see this? Do you see this? Now can we easily say that we are in this world, but we are not of it? I live here, but I ain't of this place. This is Babylon, and she is fallen. She is fallen. She fallen. Look at them all going mad. Look at them all going mad. Look at them all losing it. Next, somebody gonna be crawling around eating grass in the middle of the yard, huh? Burning down the whole entire place. Just go through Rome and just set fire to every place. Is that what's next? Is that what's next? Let these people go. Let them go. For those people who are still saying, well, I'm a Democrat, well, my father was a Democrat, or my mother was a Republican, let it all go. Do you see the madness that is? Do you see this? And all of this stuff is being displayed in front of the people. And I feel so bad for those folks over there who read that as a source of information, because at best it's comedy. And if you can, listen, if you can read that and say that it's news, that is a hot mess, because that's comedy. That is comedy. That's a comic strip. All of it, an adult comic strip, but a comic strip no less. So continue to keep yourselves girded and grounded. Please continue. And when you see that stuff and when you hear that stuff, you better do just like I did tonight. Take a real deep breath, let it cleanse out your lungs, and laugh. Let it make you happy and laugh. That's exactly right. Let your soul glow. Okay, you guys? But again, I just wanted to come and share that with you because I was reading it as I was closing down my computer. And you know how it'll show you there on Facebook if somebody has alerted you or whatever. And then I started to glance and I was like, yo, wait a minute. Look at this news. Whoa, ooh, what? And I started to chuckle and I said, no, I have not gone over to TLP in a minute. Let me go over here and crack up and laugh with them to see how they feel about this, because to me, this is part and parcel of the clown show. You know who used to, before, years ago, before I really woke up to really how fake all of this stuff was, I used to love Trey Gowdy, but then I learned later that Trey Gowdy was nothing more than somebody who wanted to be sensationalized and get you thinking somebody was really on your team, because none of the stuff that he ever questioned anybody about ever came to fruition. They never finished it. They never ended it. So that's the reason why I say what I say. Let these folks go on. Crack up laughing when you see them. You can use them. If you get the newspaper in print, use it to wrap up your fish or your garbage or something, right? Do that. All right, you guys. I want you all to remember what we always say on the Felicia Lockhart Group publications, and that is that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High. I want you guys to continue to take care of yourselves first, because without you, nobody else needs you for get done. Take care of yourself and take care of one another. Until we see each other again, please continue to be blessed. Okay? All right. You guys be good.
Like a perspective.